Let's go back to the phone lines. We'll talk next to Robert in St. Louis, Missouri. Hi, Robert.
Yeah, hello. How's it going, Hank? I love your show.
Thank you.
And, I'm going to ask one question, and I'm going to go ahead and get off the phone because I want to hear your response. I was telling some friends in here that Mormonism is not Christianity. They seem to disagree, and I want to know your opinion of that. And I'm going to go ahead and get off the phone.
Well, Mormonism is not Christianity. Mormonism holds to a completely different view of who Jesus Christ is. They hold to a completely different view of what heaven is. They hold to a completely different soteriology. What does it take to be saved? So the composite picture, going back to that illustration, that Mormonism presents in terms of sin and redemption is completely different than that which is given in the Bible. Now the question becomes, what is the Mormon authority? The Mormon authority is the Book of Mormon, which they believe to be the most correct of any book on earth and the keystone to their religion. In Christianity, we say, no, it's not the Book of Mormon, it's the Bible. Now, who says that we're right and the Mormons wrong? Well, it turns out that evidence says that we're right and the Mormons are wrong. For example, the Bible is buttressed by archaeological discoveries. So the people, places, and particulars that you find in the Bible turn out to correspond to reality. Not so with the Book of Mormon. The people, places, and particulars that you find in the Book of Mormon have been utterly discredited by both anthropology and by archaeology. So one does not correspond to reality, the other, the Bible, does correspond to reality. And this is a substantial difference as well between Mormonism and Christianity. We in Christianity say that we believe because our faith is founded in irrefutable fact. The Mormon does not look at faith founded on irrefutable fact, but rather they base their entire destinies on feelings. So they don't read the Book of Mormon and say, does this correspond to reality? Do the Jaredites and the Lamanites and the Nephites, are they real people groups? Is this story something that is rooted in history? No, they don't say that. They say, read the Book of Mormon and see if you have a burning in the bosom, a feeling, an esoteric feeling as to whether it's right or wrong. The problem with that is feelings are notoriously unreliable. And therefore, we must take feelings and test them in the cauldron of fact, that which, again, corresponds to reality. So when I wrote my book, Has God Spoken?, what did I do? Well, I looked at the manuscript evidence, I looked at archaeological evidence, looked at predictive prophecies with respect to Jesus Christ and more, and I found that all of those things correspond to reality. They're all verifiable, and therefore you have a cumulative picture that emerges as true. The same thing cannot be said for the Muslims or, in the case of this call, for the Mormons.